Howdy folks, it's Scott, and today I have a little video for you that's a little bit different than what we would normally have. It is a first impressions kind of video on the Destiny beta, which I got a chance to play this weekend, and I just thought I would share some insight and some of my feelings on the game. But before we step into it, it's mostly positive. But yeah, so let's get to it. So, straight up, like people have been saying Borderlands mixed with Halo, and straight out, that is how it felt. Straight out, I was sort of thinking like, oh yeah, people are just saying that, but no, it feels like Borderlands mixed with Halo. That's like one of the better descriptions of the entire thing. But in terms of like how it's like Borderlands, like the RPG aspects, there are not as many RPG aspects kind of, but it's like that sort of feel of the gameplay, and like it's like kind of an addictive kind of gameplay, like the story mode. I'm going to be talking about mainly the single player because I'm not really interested in the PvP stuff. But PvE wise, it's like you're all interested in the game and you in the gameplay and like the shooting, and it's fun and everything. And but the Halo vibe comes from all the aliens and stuff, and the sort of the action moments, and things are sort of easier to kill than Borderlands and stuff. It's not as RPG, but it's a nice blend so far. When I first started playing it, this was in the early hours of the morning, I was sort of kind of, it was alright, because I was playing a Warlock. All the footage you see here is a Titan class, which I'm enjoying a lot more. That's just a personal thing. But I really like I really like the feel now. Like when you get into it, when you unlock some abilities, and then you're like punching people, you use your lift ability, and you're jumping into the air, and you're pulling off headshots, and then you slam down to the ground with your big Titan Super Slam ability. It feels really good, and it's sort of like an addictive kind of feel, like leveling up and stuff. Yeah, I feel like it can be a really good, solid game. And it's shaping up so far. I'm definitely gonna buy it now. Like this has sealed the deal for me. I'm into it enough that I'd say so far like it's worth the purchase. But you know, we got to wait to the final game. But I can definitely see myself playing a lot of this. Like I could even be doing some stuff on the channel and that, and it'd be nice to actually play a game that I actually can play with you guys and sort of interact and do some stuff with. So we could, you know, I could come on certain days and play. But yeah, that's just a out there suggestion. But game wise, the only thing that I would say that I like, the atmosphere and the lore wise of the entire place seems pretty good so far, and I'm sort of into the lore, like the Hive and the Fallen and all that, and now the stuff we've heard in Destiny videos now about the Cabal and everything. But the one thing that's not getting me that excited, and I guess it's not really clear, but the story at the moment. Like the world is really good, the gameplay is really good, but it might suffer from a bit of a slight, even like Elder Scrolls syndrome, where you have that, like I'm talking about Skyrim and stuff, but where it had a lot of really good, obviously it's a really good world, really good gameplay, but like the actual direct story can just often just sort of be simple, and I guess it's got to be simplistic because it's got to fit everyone's needs. So like, you know, you're not just this only super unique Guardian. It's kind of a simplistic story kind of thing, from what it sounds at the moment, but it's pretty straight up. Yeah, it's interesting. I can't judge much. I've only played like a bit of the beta, so I don't know. But I enjoyed it a lot so far. And the movement, and when you the vehicles are really cool. The Shrike thing, and like the sounds and stuff, and the graphics. It looks beautiful, and all the feel of the guns, and when you pull off a headshot and all that kind of jazz. It's all really good. Like the shooting is, it's just really like I was surprised that enemies died as quick. So it has that sort of real Halo feel, like, which I like, because I wanted a Bungie. I wanted the Bungie game to feel like a Bungie game, you know? Like, I miss this sort of old Halo kind of thing. So, yeah, I was hoping that it would be like this, and that's really good. But then I do like, I would say the RPG factors. There's not a huge amount of RPG to it. Like, it seems pretty straightforward. Like, you just sort of upgrade your abilities as you level up. But from what it looked like to me, it looks like you can sort of just eventually end up getting a lot of abilities, like most of them. And you can sort of upgrade your gun and stuff, but there's no, like, sort of perk points or anything. Unless I was stupid and completely missed it. Please point me out on that if there were. But it didn't seem like... It seemed like you'd eventually be able to get, like, all or most of the abilities, basically. But, I mean, that's no problem, because, I mean, there's all about the shooting skill and stuff, and the loot and the armor and stuff, which was pretty neat, too. The customization was pretty straightforward, but I guess they had to so they can, like, render lots of people and so on. And it's open world, and they, you know, if putting a big depth into customization would have taken away from other stuff. And you can make a good variety of interesting characters. Like, I played an Exo Titan here, and I've made sort of like a golden brass looking guy with the green eyes. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I'd like to see the bit of the lore filled out with the different playable races, like the Exo and the Awoken. Like, I don't really understand why they were the humans or whatever, but it's a really interesting world. Like, it's like this sort of post-apocalyptic, futuristic aliens. It's like a big mash of genres, kind of, and I'm interested at the moment. But yeah, I didn't actually get really much of an opportunity to play with other people. I'm sure it even gets better when you co-op, but I had enough fun playing by myself. So, I mean, playing co-op, it should get a whole lot better as well. I didn't play PvP as a general because I'm more of a single player person. I do like the high leveling, and I'd rather defeat a big boss co-op with, like, mates and stuff. So overall, I think yeah, I think it's a pretty decent game so far. Like, I definitely buy it at the moment. I'm into it. And just a little side note, that revolver that I use in this entire thing is sick. I was using a marksman rifle and stuff for my other playthroughs and pulse rifles and all the other ones, but the revolver gave me the most satisfaction every time. Oh, and melee, though, one thing, I don't want to say melee's overpowered, because it should be a sort of insta sort of kill. But I did like, it's like you can kill basically all small enemies in like one punch and stuff. So I guess it's decently overpowered. Like, if you get close and they hit you, they do like a solid amount of damage as well, so it's all sort of balanced out. But yeah, I've liked how they've done the classes and stuff, how you punch if you're a big ass Titan, and Warlock has sort of that a bit more crowd control with the, like, how the melee range is a bit longer, and it sort of like bounces them back a bit, like gives you a bit of push, gives you a bit of room. And then I haven't actually seen it myself, but I'm assuming the Hunter is the knife. But yeah, so I'm gonna recommend it at the moment. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's probably worthwhile getting. Well, I can't really expand on this. It'd be interesting to play the game. Sorry if this was a little rambly, this entire thing, but it's just sort of an unscripted impressions video that I'm making late at night. And but I just wanted to get this out, just because it's sort of a side video, nothing to really do with the channel. But if you're interested, be sure to let me know. Know what you guys think as well, if you played the beta. And yeah, so that's about it. A build will be coming up soon if you see this the day before the build comes up. And that's about it. So thank you everybody for tuning in the whole way. I might have sounded a little boring and monotone this entire video, but yeah, thanks for supporting us. Check out our video, our oh yeah, just a video, yeah. No, our unauthorized wisdom video. It was something a little different. We decided to try it. But don't worry, like, all this talk stuff, there will still be game stuff. We're not, like, it shouldn't affect, as long as we don't take away from the games and we just add more stuff, it should be better. So, I mean, I don't understand when some people complain that we should stick to just Elder Scrolls or whatever, because, like, we're doing both, and we're not taking away from Elder Scrolls or other game stuff, so there's no point in getting a tiz about it. So Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will catch you all later. Oh, yeah, follow us on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. I can easily ask questions. You can ask me questions and stuff on there, and I'll probably always respond on Twitter. YouTube's a little off, but yeah, now I'm rambling, so I will see you all later. Goodbye.